Yo, what is going on, everybody? It is Tyler here, bringing you episode 8 of my wide receiver Road to Glory series here on College Football 25, starring Frankie Foster with the Texas Longhorns, man. Last time we finished up senior season, technically still a redshirt junior, but either way, it's our 4th year here at Texas, man. Going on a run, finishing the regular season 9-3, 6-2 in the conference, man. So pretty much secured a playoff spot with a huge win to end the regular season last episode against LSU, man. What a game that was. Pulled away 38-20, getting that victory. And then, we needed some help to make the SEC title game. We'll be tied with some teams, so it depends if we have tiebreakers owned over the other teams that end up there. But ultimately, we'll probably need a couple of teams to lose to be able to make the SEC title game. But like I said, either way, should be in the playoffs. So we'll go ahead and get this episode started, man. Frankie Foster, Arch Manning, the rest of the Longhorns looking to make a playoff run here. We'll go ahead and advance and see what it's looking like. Check it out. Frankie getting an NIL offer here from Ascension Sporting Goods. We're trying to find some brand ambassadors for our new affordable electronic leg compression sleeves. It's the first time we've featured this product. We just need you to shoot a quick video going through what it's like using one. We'll allow you to keep it afterward. So it's a 1-week contract, costs 2 energy up front, and it'll give us a reduction of 4 on our leg wear and tear. So I don't think this deal is great by any means, but we're going to go ahead and take it, man, because it's only 1 week long, and might as well help, boost our brand up a bit here. Remember, I've mentioned it a few times in the last couple episodes that I want to start working on that, more now that we're, playing more and whatnot. So yeah, we'll go ahead and take this. And unfortunately not able to compete for that SEC title this year, man. It's going to be Alabama and Georgia. All three of us were at 6-2, but we did lose to Bama. So they hold that tiebreaker over us, and then we didn't play Georgia. So somehow they have the tiebreaker over us, even though we're 9-3, they're 8-4. We have more points for, less points against. Yeah, I'm really not sure how they own the tiebreaker here. But that's tragic, man. We're the number 2 team in the whole country in the rankings right now, but we're not even competing for a conference title. So we'll be outside of that top 4 when it comes to the actual playoff bracket. Take a look at that top 25 one time here before them conference championship games, man. Like I said, we're number 2, which is kind of surprising with 3 losses. Definitely think we should at least be behind Miami because they beat us earlier in the season. I think it was like week 2 or something like that. Notre Dame with just the 1 loss makes sense because they just lost to Stanford, a close game there, and they're not in a conference, so that's on you, Notre Dame. They'll still be in the playoff, of course, but definitely an interesting top 10 here. You see Tennessee at 7, a team we lost to earlier in the year as well. Bama, the other team we lost to, at 8. And then LSU, who we just beat, drops from 6 to 13. Got this bye week here. We're setting the weekly agenda, of course, making sure that we're all set for these final exams. I'm pretty sure I should have already been graduated for this season, but I think since I redshirted 1 year, it kind of threw things off. But either way, we should definitely be graduated once this is done here, once we hit these finals next week. And a couple of energy points left. Our energy's good, but it is a bye week, so I'm actually going to go ahead and use these 2 final energy points on XP. We'll just be sure to get that health back in good shape once we get into the next week or, whenever we get to the next game, man, because we probably have a few buys here with conference championship games and whatnot before we hit that first round of the playoffs. I do want to check out these stats one quick time, for the regular season, now that it's over, see how we did. Of course, unfortunately, I had to re-trigger all the position battles to get back to the starting spot again this season, so not a full year of starting, but we got in there, I think about game 6 or 7 or so. We became the starter, and we have contributed big time to that Texas offense, man. Doing really well, Frankie Foster. 46 catches on the season, 682 yards. That's 14.8 yards per catch, 62 per game, and that's 9 touchdowns on the year, man. So getting in the end zone plenty. Arch Manning finds us, whether it's on the quick pass game or a couple deep shots downfield. We have a long 75 yards, so it's been nice, man. Of course, we saw a little bit of time in a couple of games early on when it was blowouts. So that's why our average per game is low at 62. If you just took the average from the games we started, it'd be closer to like in the 80s. But either way, definitely looking good here in year 4. And of course, a big splash at the end of the year as we had those last couple of games with back-to-back multi-touchdown performances from your boy Frankie. Even was enough to be the SEC Offensive Player of the Week in Week 12. They didn't give it to us in Week 13, but either way, it was nice getting back-to-back weeks of 2 touchdown games with Frankie. Academic advisor hits us up to let us know we got straight A's on those final exams. Of course we did, man. And we already had a 4.0, so the GPA can't even go any higher. But, just wanted to make sure that we got that graduation finished up. Don't want to worry about those grades no more if we decide to stay in college for another year. Just want to take a quick look at the rest of the conference championship games. Of course, Georgia against Bama in the SEC we already talked about. You got Louisiana Tech versus Mid-Tennessee State for Conference USA. And then the Max Bowling Green against Northern Illinois. Big 12 is number 1 Baylor against Cincinnati. So this is a scenario where an SEC team looking for an at-large could get bumped out. If Baylor were to lose this, Cincinnati would then get the auto bid, and Baylor would most likely get in as an at-large. I mean, they definitely would, But if Baylor takes care of business, then Cincinnati would be out, and Big 12 would just have the 1 representative. You got App State against Arkansas State for the Sun Belt. USF against Rice for the American. UNLV against Wyoming for the Mountain West. Washington against Michigan in the Big 10. A rematch of that national championship game from a couple years ago. And then ACC, you got Clemson against Florida State, a classic right there. Another scenario where if Florida State were to lose this, they possibly still get in with an at-large bid. But Clemson, if they lose, they're definitely out of it as they are already at 8-4. So definitely some key scenarios coming out of these conference championship games. And of course, it will matter to see who is the highest ranked Group of 5 conference champion. Most likely Mid-Tennessee State, USF, or Arkansas State as long as they win. So yeah, we'll see how these go. And then we'll check out our first round matchup. Your Heisman Trophy winner is John Gossett, sophomore quarterback at Nebraska. Okay. 3,792 passing yards, 48 touchdowns to 6 interceptions. What a year. And in the first round of the college football playoff, the Texas Longhorns will be playing against the Georgia Bulldogs. Man, that is insane. Like I said earlier, we didn't get to play them this year in the regular season, so we get to get them now. See what we can do against the Bulldogs. In the first round, man. Got to take them down and move on to that next round. So Georgia's ranked 19th at 9-4. Kind of surprised that they got in. Oh, they actually beat Alabama, man, in the SEC title game. But since they were 8-4 going into it, I don't even know if they were ranked or if they were really low. So still only 19th. So that means Arkansas State, with their conference championship win, they actually got a bye in the first round because they're ranked 1 spot ahead of Georgia. That's crazy. Mid-Tennessee State blew out Louisiana Tech, but Arkansas State must have finished ahead of Mid-Tennessee State in those rankings. Bowling Green wins the MAC. Baylor did end up losing to Cincy as well. So Big 12 is going to be able to get a second team in there, as Baylor will now have an at-large with Cincy getting the auto bid in the bye. So they're ranked 12th now and will have a bye in the first round of the playoffs. Like I said, Arkansas State taking care of business in the Sun Belt to get into the playoff. USF did beat Rice to win the American, but like I said, they just didn't end up ranked higher than Arkansas State. UNLV wins the Mountain West. Michigan slaps Washington there, so they end up as the number 1 seed. And then Clemson with the big win over Florida State. So the 2 games that I said would keep SEC teams out of at-larges ended up happening. Baylor and Florida State both going down, so Clemson and Cincy both sneaking into the playoff with auto bids as they are conference winners and they're getting bye weeks, man. 4 lost teams, that's wild. So this is how the bracket's playing out, man. Definitely crazy, not what I expected. You know, we end up ranked second at the end, but since, you know, we didn't win our conference, we end up being the 5 seed, and we pulled Georgia in the first round, which is absolutely insane. So I'm not sure if we'll be home or they will be, because they won the conference championship. But we're the higher ranked team. We got the higher seed, so I'm not sure if they will give us the home game instead. I'm not even sure if this is actually how it'll work in real life with Arkansas State getting the bye instead of Georgia. I don't think that they would do this with the rankings. And even if they do, I'm not sure if that's how it would work. I think the Group of 5 highest ranked champ is supposed to be in the first round regardless, but I could be wrong. Either way, it's wild that Georgia is 1 spot behind them, so we pull them in the first round instead. But hey, man, we'll take care of them. We ain't worried. The 8-9 matchup is number 5 Notre Dame against number 6 Tennessee. And then the 6-11 matchup is number 3 Miami against number 9 Florida State. So an ACC matchup there. And they get 4 teams in, actually. As you see, North Carolina is the 10 seed against 7 seed Baylor. So that's Clemson with the bye. And then Florida State, Miami, North Carolina, all from the ACC making it. That is crazy. So the SEC, like I said, we only end up with Georgia, Texas, and Tennessee, where I think Bama would have stayed in if Baylor and Florida State both would have won. Like I said, Michigan the 1 seed, Clemson gets the 2 seed as the 8th ranked team, Cincy the 12th ranked team gets the 3 seed, and Arkansas State the 18th ranked team gets the 4 seed. So a wild looking bracket. I'm sure some wild games will happen here, but the main one we're worried about, of course, is Texas against Georgia. Arch Manning and Frankie Foster looking to start this run. This is definitely the year, man. Arch Manning, a senior, he wants to go out in style as a national champion. I think that's the whole reason why he came back for another year. I mean, we've made the playoffs every year that Frankie has been at Texas, even though he didn't play at all really the first couple of years. But first year, lost in the second round. Second year, lost in the first round. And then last year, when Frankie became the starter in the playoffs, we eventually made it to the semifinals, where we took a loss. It was tragic, man, but hey, we're hungry, now more than ever, to get all the way to that national championship, and that road starts now, as we'll take on Georgia, man, in the first round. Let's go ahead and get into it. Slap that like button for me, I'd appreciate it a lot, and subscribe to the channel if you are new. Come on, man, hook 'em.
Welcome to the College Football Playoff. The season's had plenty of ups and downs, and all the drama has led up to this point, the first round of the 12-team playoff. And a home field advantage for one side. This place is rocking. And our matchup tonight sets up a potential Cinderella story. The last team to qualify for this 12-team playoff on the road against a team that likely believes it should be resting and watching this first-round game on TV. This is a dangerous spot for the home team and a chance for the underdog to spring an upset and move on to the quarterfinals. As we'll see the number aggressive will it be.
All right, good first drive from the defense, and we'll have good field position as we head out near midfield. 1st and 10. Be a handoff, Gibson left side, and not much going there. Just a couple yards to start the day. Our 2nd down. Going play action. Goes over the middle, and it's caught. A nice catch by Wingo for the 1st down. 2nd and 5 here. Frankie motions inside. Trying to get to the edge. It's Gibson. He gets up the sideline, and he's going to be down inside the 10 to the 6. A huge run right there.
To the outside.
2nd and goal from the 6. Souza checks into the backfield. And we're going to make the catch. Frankie, touchdown. We were wide open on this slant. Arch with a beautiful read on the RPO. And check it out. Your boy Frankie Foster hitting the dance as we take the lead. 7-0, striking first here in the playoffs. Taking the lead on Georgia. Come on now. Frankie Foster making plays here to start this game. You know he wants to win. You know he wants to go on a run here. Great play call. As you see, the defense was confused, man. You should never see Frankie wide open in the middle of the field like that. Let's go.
This defense has made some adjustments to
Oh, man. Georgia's punt pins us at the 1-yard line. So a lot of work to do on this drive. Hopefully we get out of here, get some more space to work with, but Gibson gonna go down in the end zone. No blocking at all up front. That's a safety, man. Georgia's on the board with 2 points. That is not a good look, man. Probably would have preferred to be under center there. Go to that goal line formation, try to get us out of there, man. Running out of the shotgun, not a good look. And then Georgia adds a field goal. So now we're up just 7-5 as we're into the second quarter. This drive will start with the handoff. Gibson left side. Just a few yards there. Got 2nd and 7 here. Looking to throw. Goes quick right side. Caught by Butler and he gets upfield. Nice first down up to the 39. And we're on the sideline for a big 3rd down, but thankfully the boys convert. Here we go, 2nd and 7. Looking to throw. Goes left side. And it's caught. Nice first down to the 15. All right, 1st and 10. Frankie gonna motion left side here. Art's gonna try to hit us in the flat. We make the catch, and nice blocking will spring us forward into the end zone. Frankie Foster's 2nd of the day. And we're still in the first half. We extend our lead, going up 14-5. Let's go. That's 3 straight games with 2 touchdowns for your boy Frankie. You gotta love it. Slap the like button, man. Come on now. We're out here doing big things. I mean, that was just our 2nd catch of the day, but both of them going for touchdowns is huge. Defense got to stop, man, and we must have had a good punt return. Start the drive at the 41. Frankie's going to break free right side. Archie's going to throw it to the end zone. Can we go up and get it? It's intercepted. Oh, no. Arch was trying to go for the 3-piece in the first half. Instead, Georgia taking it the other way. Must not have had anyone open there, and he just decided to launch it to us down deep in the end zone. And Frankie, a smaller receiver, couldn't go up and get it there, unfortunately. The Bulldog DB comes down with a big interception, and Georgia will now look to add some points before half to stay into it. Thankfully, the defense slammed the door before half, man, so we're still up 14-5. Into the second half now, it's 2nd and 9. It's going to be a handoff to Gibson up the middle. And he's getting a decent gain. He falls forward for 6. All right, 3rd and short. Going through the air. Going over the middle. Frankie makes the catch. That's enough for the first down as we're dragged down at the 42-yard line. We'll see if we can keep it moving. First down, play action. Arch looking to throw. Going right side. Wingo makes the catch. That's a big gain. As he's all the way up to the 33. We're into Georgia territory. All right, big 3rd and 5. We'll see if we can convert. Frankie going down the sideline. He's going to come back to it and makes the catch. Let's go. A huge play. Moving the chains as we're down at the 14. We head to the sideline. Arch will throw it away there. And he throws it away again, man. Now 3rd and 10. Now Washington drops it. So just like that, the drive dies with us on the sideline. Thankfully, the field goal is good, so we at least add 3. Going up 17-5. Defense continues to play well, man. We're still up 17-5 into the 4th quarter here. 1st and 10 at the 48. Frankie's breaking deep. Right sideline makes the catch. And unfortunately couldn't stay in bounds there. Still a huge play, but could have been even bigger. Out of bounds at the 27. 2nd and 10 now. Frankie will motion inside. Gonna be a handoff. Gibson. Nice job. Gets through the hole and breaks a tackle. Breaks another one. And he's going all the way to the end zone. Touchdown Gibson. He would not be denied on that run. He wants this win just as bad as everyone else. Check him out. Going crazy in the end zone as we extend the lead 24-5. Let's go, man. All right, Georgia does add a touchdown. We're still up 24-12 here. 6 minutes left in the game. Frankie motions left side here. Arch is going to throw it to us. Make the catch. And just a short gain of 5. We go empty set here for 3rd and 7. Trying to set up a screen. And it's not open at all. Arch just throws it into the dirt. And we will be punting the ball away. Defense slams the door once again, man. We head back out. Still up by 12. 2 minutes left in the game. So still 2:15 on the clock. They have a timeout left and the 2-minute timeout still. So 3rd and 7. See what we decide to do here. We're actually throwing the ball, and we're open down the middle, and Arch hits us a huge first down conversion. Frankie comes through in the clutch. What a great play call from Coach. They was expecting the run. They sent the blitz, and we were all open downfield. Thankfully, Arch hit us. No timeouts left for Georgia now, so we'll just get it to the 2-minute timeout here with this run play. And hopefully get one more first down to end. So a huge victory here today, man. 24-12. Taking down Georgia. We hooked the Bulldogs. And we'll advance onto the quarterfinals of the college football playoff, man. Frankie Foster, your player of the game. 8 catches, 98 yards, and 2 touchdowns. See the stats one more time, man. 8 catches, 98 yards. That's 12.2 per catch. 2 touchdowns on the day. 21 yards after the catch. Just had a long of 25, so a lot of short stuff today, man. Getting the job done over the middle. Couple solid curl routes as well on the outside. Good variety today on our routes. So we move on to round 2, the quarterfinals, where we will take on Arkansas State in the Fiesta Bowl, man. What a matchup here, the Longhorns and the Red Wolves. So Tennessee also moves on. So we're not the only SEC team left. They took down Notre Dame convincingly as they move on to take on the 1 seed Michigan in the Rose Bowl. Florida State took down Miami to move on, and they'll be taking on Cincinnati in the Sugar Bowl. Baylor, in a high-scoring game, takes out North Carolina, so they'll move on to take on Clemson in the Peach Bowl. I think that'll be a very good game there. Baylor against Clemson. Ooh-wee. Definitely some very good quarterfinal matchups here. Of course, the main one we're worried about, that Fiesta Bowl. Arch Manning, Frankie Foster, and the Texas Longhorns taking on the Arkansas State Red Wolves. Before we get into the game, though, I do have some skill points to use. We'll go ahead and upgrade our route running once more. It cost 6 skill points, we got 8. So we'll go ahead and get this upgrade, man. Should be a good one. Oh yeah, our overall goes from an 83 up to an 87. The route runnings all get a big boost as our medium is now maxed out. Deep is at 97. Short still at 88, which I think is a bit odd. You'd think that'd be a little higher. But release up at 93 now as well. Looking really good here. Got to make sure we're at our best form possible for these final few games, man. Hoping to continue advancing one step closer to that national championship. So we'll go ahead and dive into it, man. The Fiesta Bowl. Texas against Arkansas State. Let's get it, man.
Welcome, folks, to Glendale, Arizona and State Farm Stadium, site of this year's Verbo Fiesta Bowl, which, of course, is part of the college football playoff. We are through the opening round of this year's playoff, and now the pressure is mounting in the quarterfinals. A matchup between one side that's had time to rest and recover, and another team that's battle-tested, already off one playoff victory. As we'll see the number 5 seed in this playoff, the Texas Longhorns, taking on the number 4 seed in the playoff, the Arkansas State Red Wolves. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff quarterfinal game. We'll see which team's going to be moving on. So first down play.
All right, Texas will have the ball first. We're set up at the 21. 1st and 10. Handoff goes to Gibson, right side, has some space to run, and that's a nice gain, picking up the first down. Next play, we go trips left. It'll be a handoff that way. Gibson has some space to run, and it's another first down carry. Now 2nd and 6. Going play action. Going over the middle. He's got Wingo. A nice catch. All the way up to the 26-yard line. 27 yards on Arch's first completion of the day. 2nd and 5. We'll go Twins left here. Arch looking to throw. Frankie over the middle on the post. And Arch is going to hit us. We make the catch. And brought down at the 6. A huge play. 15 yards on our first catch of the day. Frankie was on the sideline for a couple plays, man. So now it's 4th and 1. We're going for it. See if we can score. He's going to the end zone. It's incomplete. He tried to force it right side. No one was open. I can't believe it, man. We were off the field for a few plays. All of a sudden, we're inserted for 4th and goal from the 1. And that just didn't work out at all, man. Arkansas State takes over at the 1-yard line. Hopefully the defense can stand tall here. It's 3rd and 9 at the 3. And they forced the stop, so they'll be putting out of the end zone. So thankfully we'll have good field position as we head back out. So 1st and 10 from the 41. Frankie motions inside here. Play action, looking to throw. We're open, left side, making a catch. Let's go, Frankie. 1st down, 11-yard gain right there. Now a big 3rd down play, man. We need 1 yard to convert. Be a handoff, Gibson. Right side has the 1st down and makes the man miss. Brought down at the 31. Going empty set here on 1st down. Frankie lined up in the slot. Running a slant route, we're open. Arch hits us, nice catch. 1st down and more as we fall forward to the 14-yard line. And that will be the end of the 1st quarter as we are into the red zone.
So a serious defensive battle as we wrap up the 1st quarter. These teams.
All right, man, big 3rd down play. We need 3 yards to convert. Going over the middle, Frankie makes the catch. Down at the 4-yard line, moves the chains. Our 1st and goal from the 4. He's gonna go deep right side. Touchdown, Washington. He was wide open in the end zone there. Arch with a nice read on the RPO. Hits the tight end for the touchdown, and we take the lead 7-0. Our defense makes a stop. We head back out, starting this drive at the 20. Play action. Frankie going on the out route, open, makes the catch, and is brought down at the 40. A nice gain of about 20 yards right there to start the drive. Our 1st and 10. Be a quick throw left side. It's caught. And that's the other tight end. He's breaking free downfield. And finally brought down at the 19. A huge gain right there. Let's go, man. Frankie on the sideline. And Arch Manning hits Niblett for a 19-yard touchdown pass. We go up 14-0. Well, Arkansas State was able to answer, so just up a touchdown now. We have a couple timeouts to work with here. 47 seconds left in the half. See if we can go add some points. Frankie running a post over the middle, is open, making the catch, breaks a tackle, and is across midfield, just like that. Now on the sideline, Arch has his pass knocked away, and then he just scrambles for a couple yards, 3rd and 8, and he hits Niblett, 45-yard touchdown. Let's go. We're back up by a couple scores, 21-7 as we hit halftime. All right, defense forces a 3-and-out to start the 2nd half, so our 1st drive here starts at the 20-yard line. Frankie going deep on the 1st play. Arch loads up, going deep. Can we get there? Yes, Frankie makes the catch and breaks the tackle. He's gone. Touchdown, Frankie Foster. An absolute bomb from Arch Manning. 80 yards to the house.
This is my time to shine. A playoff game. He has gone out and back.
Coach calls his shot to start the drive, and it pays off. What an absolute bomb. Arch Manning with the cannon. And Frankie makes the grab, breaking the tackle, getting into the end zone. What a play. Still up 28-7 as we head back out, but this drive will start at the 3-yard line, man. So looking to make some more room here. We hand it to Gibson. He goes up the middle and gets a nice gain of 8. And 2nd and 2. Most likely the last play of the 3rd quarter here. Frankie motions left side. He's going to throw it to us and make the catch. Lots of room to run. Frankie going to make a juke move. Makes a man miss. And then finally brought down at the 40. A huge gain right there as we end the 3rd quarter.
So Texas has the lead, Kirk, as we break here for the quarter.
It also put us over 200 yards on the day. Frankie's first ever 200-plus yard performance. Gotta slap the like button for that, man.
They'll change the
All right, 2nd and 5 here. Frankie breaking free right side again. And this time we go down to make the catch. A little bit mistiming there. Still a nice grab, but might have been another touchdown. On the sideline for 3rd and 9, and the boys pick up the 1st down. Let's go. Here we go, 2nd and 6. Frankie motions inside. We're looking to throw here. Goes short left side. Butler, nice catch. And brought down. And they give him enough for the 1st down. So 1st and goal from the 8. It's going to be a handoff. Gibson right side. And he's going to get all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Texas. Let's go, man. Taking care of business here at the Fiesta Bowl. We go up 35-7 over Arkansas State. Arkansas State adds a garbage time touchdown. But we hold on for the nice big victory, 35-14, man, here in the quarterfinals. Winning the Fiesta Bowl. Arch Manning, a huge day, 397 yards and 4 touchdowns, completing 86% of his passes. Everyone contributing today. Gibson doing his thing on the ground per usual, 94 yards and a touchdown. And then receiving, of course, Frankie leading the day. Probably the best game of his career. 223 yards on 9 catches and getting that touchdown on that long 80-yarder. Man, I still couldn't believe it. Like when Arch threw that ball and I saw how far it went, I was like, oh man, I hope Frankie gets there. That was an absolute moonshot of a pass. Like that was insane, man. Niblett, 68 yards, gets 2 touchdowns on just 3 catches. A huge day for him. Butler, you know, he gets a couple of good grabs on 3rd downs. Washington the touchdown as well. Wingo only 1 catch today, but hey, it was a big one. I mean, that's insane. It's so high that I can't even see the ball, folks. It's so blurred because of how I have to look at it, but if you look on the right side of the screen, you'll see it come into frame right there. And it goes almost up into the rafters, man. So Texas will move on to the semifinals, where in the Cotton Bowl, we will take on the Tennessee Volunteers. So it's a SEC matchup, and we will look to get some revenge, as Tennessee did beat us in the regular season, man. So we definitely want to take them down this time, so that way we can get to that national championship. What a classic that Rose Bowl was, man. Tennessee took down Michigan 48-46. If I had to guess, that had to be an overtime scenario there, so that is crazy. Florida State blanks Cincinnati, so Cincy wins the Big 12 championship game, gets a bye week, and it doesn't even score a point. So Florida State 31-0 will move them into the semifinal, where they will also look for revenge as they lost to Clemson in the ACC title game, where they also get the bye week winning the ACC, but they actually use it to their advantage, and they are able to get a huge upset victory. Even though they were the higher seed, Baylor was favored in that game. They had a much better season overall, but Clemson takes care of business in the Peach Bowl 42-28. So like I said, an ACC semifinal for the Orange Bowl, Florida State versus Clemson, and then the Cotton Bowl semifinal is all SEC, Texas versus Tennessee. But that will do it for this episode. Thank you all for watching so much. I appreciate it. Everyone that supported this series along. It's definitely been fun. You know, it was a grind the first couple of seasons, and now it's been tons of fun, especially this season. We've been playing a lot, getting tons of highlight plays, big plays left and right. And man, we just had some crazy games. We went on a 3-game streak of 2 touchdowns per game. Last game just 1 touchdown, but our first game of over 200 yards, so gotta love it, man. Slap the like button for me. I appreciate it a lot. And subscribe to the channel if you are new. Be on the lookout in the next week, and you'll see Frankie Foster and the Texas Longhorns in the semifinal against Tennessee. And hopefully we get that dub to move on to the national championship. That'll be all in the next episode. Stay on the lookout for that soon. And as always, hope you have a nice day. Peace.